Hello my friends. My name is Bot Mathematician and this is Holomancer.
Also, Chief Investigative Reporter Dora joined us this evening.
Gadgets and Gazette always gets the scoop.
Today we are going to talk about the worst and best legendary cards from the Year of the Wolf.
In this video, you'll learn all about the tools that remain useful and deserve a place in your collection, as well as about cards that can be safely disenchanted in cases of extreme need.
The reporters of the Gadgets and Gazette visited taverns across all corners of Azeroth to collect data on more than 300 decks from different game formats.
Then, based on a variety of factors, our utility index algorithm determined the most useful cards to collect.
On the board you see the main criteria and the percentage of their influence on the final result. In addition to popularity, win rates and utility in different formats, the most important indicators for us are the popularity of a card within a class and versatility, which demonstrates the card's applicability in different archetypes. Thus, key cards for the class, which are also used in several strategies, will receive more points.
As always, I've added star ratings during the reveal season from popular streamers, as well as the expected power factor from our community. This data will help you compare expectations with harsh reality.
I suggest starting with the disappointing statistics of Festival of Legends. Traditionally, the release of each new expansion leads to the loss of usefulness of cards from the previous set. This is an inevitable occurrence.
But the Festival of Legends was practically destroyed after the release of Titans. Among the 31 legendary cards, only 8 have a popularity above 1%. Moreover, the process of loss of utility continues to intensify. Based on deck data from the recent nerf, Festival of Legends is the worst set to buy. Its usefulness is even lower than that of the cards from the Sunken City expansion.
Here is a list of 14 cards whose utility index was less than 2%. Over the past month, the number of useless cards has increased significantly. Another 5 cards are less than 10% useful, but let's focus our attention only on the currently useful ones.
In the next minute and a half, you will get a complete picture of the highest priority cards for crafting.
You gotta let the music do the magic. Music's for everybody, eh? Everybody, pose for the camera!
The Grim Totem have had enough of your noise!
Thousand Needles, are you ready to rock?
Hey you! Install these for me, won't yez?
Symphony of Sins is still the most useful card of the Festival of Legends. This is not surprising, since the Warlock is the most popular and effective class in the game.
Even though Mage is the worst class in Standard, the Infinitize the Maxitude spell has over 80% utility. The card is almost indispensable for the vast majority of strategies, and is also useful for Wild and Duels modes.
Every self-respecting mage should have this card.
Before we talk about changes to the list of useful cards from the Titans expansion, we have to say a few words about the legendary cards from Caverns of Time, the first special set for the Wild format. Among the 7 new legendary cards, we were only able to find Morozon Thief of Time in the few Reno Priest builds. Despite this, we have too little data to determine the utility index for this card.
The remaining cards are invisible in Wild at the moment.
It's time to talk about the Titans. Players stopped experimenting with weak cards, which finally allowed us to identify hopelessly useless tools for the current expansion phase. In general, most cards gradually lose their usefulness. Despite this, 23 legendary cards can be called conditionally useful. Moreover, the Titans expansion is the most influential. Every fourth card in Matter decks belongs to this set. Let's look at the list, and meet again to discuss the changes that have occurred.
All shall pass! May the winds of the north empower you!
Life, nature, all flourish under my care.
Threat detected. Dispatching battle bots.
I have seen all futures. Yours ends here.
By honor eternal, we serve. You call down the vengeance of thunder! The legacy of the Titans shall never die!
I bestow these gifts upon the world.
Our work now shapes life as we know it.
You have earned an eternity of torment.
You will be remade.
The power of a Titan in my hands!
True mages master all magic!
The whispers. I can't resist.
Knowledge will be your salvation. Impressed by my thunderous display? Your fate is bound to me. What story will you give my work? The Time Waves reveal Azeroth's potential. None can stand against Teshalak. Amuse me with your tales of victory.
Mechanical host exceeds expectations by 1000%!
The runes decide your fate.
I will not forsake you.
The Titan's flame shall never die! Fools following a falsehood!
Over the past month, the priority of crafting has changed significantly. Sargeras the Destroyer has become the most useful card in the game. 99% usefulness is an incredible result. Of course, the popularity and effectiveness of the Warlock have a big impact on this indicator, but even without these factors it is just an insane card. The main advantage of this Titan is its huge impact on victory when played. During reveal season, we dedicated a separate video to this card as the craziest one in the set. I'm a little surprised that not all popular YouTubers fully appreciated this tool. In our opinion, this card needs a nerf, as it is extremely poorly balanced. Last month's leader, Mimaron the Mastermind, lost several positions due to a significant reduction in the strategies in which the card was used. But it's still a very good tool with a high utility index.
The most dramatic changes occurred with Helia. Last month, Helia was the third most useful card from the expansion, but over the month it lost more than 20% of its usefulness and dropped to 17th place. The reason for this is a significant loss of popularity and effectiveness of the Plague strategy.
I have no doubt that Blizzard will try to restore this archetype in future patches. But at the moment, the card is no longer a priority for crafting.
At the same time, Amethyst unexpectedly found itself at the top of the most useful cards. The card is useful for most Paladin decks and most archetypes. The most interesting thing is that none of the popular YouTubers saw such great potential in this card, unlike ordinary players.
That's all. We will continue to monitor changes in the list of the best legendary cards and will prepare the next report after the release of the Fall of Ulduar mini set.
This time our traditional question will concern the latest diamond bundles, which in addition to the diamond card, contain 2 signature cards or 10 golden packs for $50.
We want to establish the level of effectiveness of these transactions. So, how much money did you spend on diamond bundles of Helia, Agrimar and Morozon Thief of Time?
Share your thoughts in the comments and join the polls in the community tab.
Finally, we want to express our boundless gratitude to our sponsors. Dear friends, your support is invaluable. Many thanks to each of you.
We also want to welcome new subscribers to our Mathematician Squad. We only see nicknames of public users who have not hidden the subscription section on their channel, but we are grateful to everyone for joining.
Okay, that's all for today. Thank you for spending this time with us. We really hope that we will have the opportunity to get in touch in the next video.
Take care of yourself.
And never give up.
Job's done.